Good afternoon, everybody. Jeff at Cutter Masters. Today we're going to show you our new riser setup for grinding flutes of profile tooth cutters like hoggers and rougher finishers. The system consists of a riser and a wheel that we've designed just for this purpose, which gives you a little bit of reach. You don't have a separate part. It centers up really nice. It's got two very concentric bores so it doesn't run out. It's a full rad. And then the riser plate assembly, which is really designed so that you can pin it at different heights. And then there are 4 pins, you don't need to use them all. It's got these clamps to lock it to the table, so when you want to bring it into position, you would move your spindle over, bring this up to the edge, rotate your motor, probably bring it forward, and then lock it down. Then you want to dial in your flute. You want the tool to be inside the flute. And we'll show you that in our next video. But you actually get the flute inside shape as a byproduct of these two relationships. So when you're grinding a profiled edge end mill, you want to grind it from the inside of the flute, kind of like sharpening a tap, which is one way to sharpen a tap. The benefit, taps actually should be sharpened from the end. The benefit of doing a profiled tooth end mill from the inside, it'll bring the edge crisp. Plus, there's really no risk of having the flutes out of time, since that would just quiet the tool down anyway, and it's a low RPM cutter and it makes small chips. So it's a fairly simple process as long as you have good shape inside the flute, and once again, that shape is a product of the wheel's shape and the relationship with the tool. So once again, when you're correctly lined up, this wheel is grinding right here on the lead edge, and there's clearance back here. And then it's pretty much down inside the flute. And you want some hook in the flute. So we'll just... So you can move the spindle away. You can bring it in, you can load it up. There you go, and you're going to do the next one. And the next one like so. So it's pretty straightforward. We'll just put her in there to start with. You hold on to your air spindle so it doesn't get away from you. Keep a little bit of load against the wheel. When you get down towards the bottom of the tool, you ease up on that load so you don't take the corner on. You just go around till you get all your teeth nice and sharp. And the concept with this riser setup is that you can lower the riser if you're doing a smaller cutter, which are more common. It'll sharpen up to 2-inch cutters. So you can raise and lower the riser, you can tip it, and it's very easy to slide it out of the way if you want to get at your tool. We're going to grind a little smaller hogger mill at this time, so we'll just show you how that process. We'll just go through the flutes a little bit. We've got the tool spindles at an angle, the motor's down about 5 degrees. Concept is the wheel's coming into the top of the flute this way, so that you still have this function to load and unload the tool. So this is a profile CBN wheel, and we're just going to strip out these flutes to bring the tooth edge back on this cutter. It's not a big deal. You're using the grinding wheel is the tooth rest in this case, or is the tool rest in this case. So you want to try to maintain some symmetry as you get through this process. And once again, when you get down to the ends at this part of your stroke, you want to not put so much force on the wheel so that you blow your corner off. You actually kind of want to feed that away when you come off the wheel. And then you index this back and then load up your next flute, and then just strip it off like so. Come down to the bottom, lift it away a little bit, or just reduce the load so you don't take the corner off. Flutes won't be symmetrical. in thousands, but that doesn't matter too. It's an interrupted cut profile tooth cutter, so it'll just quiet it down. These things can be reground until there's almost no tooth left, which saves quite a bit of money. So we'll run through a couple here. Down to the end, pull away. And that's pretty much it. So to sum up, this wheel has some shape to it. It's about an 1/8 inch thick. It's a full radius. When it's sitting in the gullet, you notice there's clearance back here at the back end, and it's touching up here. And you want it fully down inside that flute gullet to the extent that you're producing a bit of a parabolic hook to the tooth. And that can be affected by raising and lowering the motor, the wheel with this elevator, which tips the motor. Or if you need a major adjustment, change tool size, you can adjust those pins. But the motor's a little more advanced than the 30 degrees of the helix. So you're cutting with a lead edge here up at the top, and then you make sure you've got your height set down in there. You want to be able to make sure that you can pull the tool out this way for loading and unloading. Other than that, you just go through it until your teeth are sharp and you got a brand new cutter.